First take, back in your face. The moment has finally arrived. College football playoff starts tonight with 3 more games tomorrow. Harry, I want to turn our attention to the Saturday slate. Of those 3 teams, who do you think most likely qualifies as a team on upset alert?
I'm going with Texas A&M, and it's because who they're playing in the Miami Hurricanes. And when you have Carson Beck, who has that experience, now you can get the great Carson Beck, you can get the bad Carson Beck. But if he's on his game and that offensive line is protecting him and Miami can rush the football, because I do believe that's a deficiency on Texas A&M defense. And we have to pay attention to the committee during the rankings. When you looked at the top 3 teams, it was Ohio State for most of the year. It was Indiana. It was Texas A&M. And I remember a committee member said the reason why we're not considering Texas A&M for that top seed is because we didn't believe in their defense the way we believe in those other 2 teams' defense. Now, when you look at Cassius Howell coming off the edge, he can do everything that you want him to do. When you have this or any opponent in 3rd and long, their top-notch 3rd down defense. Here's the thing. If Miami can rush the football effectively, in which Texas had no problem, and let me tell you why that's a dark cloud for me or something I'm concerned about. Texas was 12th in the SEC in rushing and rushed for 218 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaged 6.2 yards per carry versus the Texas A&M Aggies on their last game this season. When I'm looking at Mark Fletcher and I'm looking at, the Miami offense, if you can rush the football effectively and you live in 3rd and 2 to 5 versus 3rd and long, so now those pass rushers can't get off because they can do a great job of sacking the quarterback, I believe Miami are going to be good. Oh, I didn't even mention Malachi Toney, who is a phenom freshman, C.J. Daniels, who's a transfer. Those 2 guys together being able to catch the football, run routes. Carson Beck, if he can be on the top of his game, I have Miami upsetting Texas A&M.
Ooh, RC.
That was such a professional analysis. You just missed the key point. They're not the team on upset alert because of who they playing. They're on upset alert because who they not playing. Because they not playing JMU and they're not playing Tulane. No disrespect. Respectfully. The JMU, great season. Should be celebrated for it. Played against Louisville, who I feel is a good ACC team. Lost by 14. The last time Ole Miss saw Tulane, it wasn't a decade ago. It was this year, and they beat them by 35. So you know what we'll learn? How many points is Lane Kiffin worth, right? Because obviously they have a new play caller. But that's what this is about. This is about Texas A&M being the team that's actually playing a Power 4 team. This is about Texas A&M actually playing a team that we felt got in by the skin of their teeth. This isn't a powerhouse Miami. Warren Sapp ain't walking through the door. Ed Reed ain't walking through the door. The reason that they're the team on upset alert is very simple. They're not playing JMU. They're not playing Tulane. And there are only 3 games on Saturday. So by default, the team playing a real Power 4 team that's supposed to be in the college football playoffs is Texas A&M. And then everything that Harry said is true.
RC demonstrating the powers of deductive reasoning. Cam, Ole Miss is a 17.5-point favorite. Oregon's a 20.5-point favorite. Is it possible either of those teams are on upset alert?
Absolutely. Woo. And let's just be honest, because I'm hearing a whole bunch of ChatGPT answers. And how are we identifying what is an upset? If Texas A&M loses to Miami, are we really going to say that's an upset? An upset means a team that was highly favored ends up losing. Who has the opportunity to play a team that they've already played this year? It's Ole Miss. And what do they say in sports? It's hard to beat a team twice. Now, Tulane, the team that they played earlier in the year as Ole Miss, that's a different Tulane type of team. That's a Tulane team that got a little bit more confidence. That's a Tulane team that understands, hey, if we can get this team at Ole Miss to have doubt early, we got a chance. We are also playing an Ole Miss team that has been suffering from a lot of distractions because of Lane Kiffin. We don't believe in Pete Golden like we believe in Lane Kiffin. You said it best, Ryan Terry. How many points is Lane Kiffin worth? Because now, if you do have those type of pressures and realizing that the college football playoff is not your average regular season game and all this momentum and all this pressure and tension that's going to be built up, we can't lose to Tulane. When that starts to creep into your mind during the game, you got them. And if Tulane is able to cause any type of friction, discomfort, or any type of doubt, you got Ole Miss right where you want them and having an opportunity in the fourth quarter to win.
Would you like to retort?
Well, because first off, nobody uses Chat GPT, right? Like that's the first
No,
thing.
AI isn't a big industry.
Hold on.
And I don't use it, right? If I'm saying it, I studied it, I watched it, it's coming from RC. I don't want nobody making up a thought for me. So that's the first thing, right? That's first and foremost. And secondly, it's this. It's not necessarily that it's about what an upset is categorized at. It's about what upsets are probable. This is not probable. It's not probable that it's difficult to beat a team 2 times when you're in college, because college is not the NFL. College is not a league of parity. And it doesn't matter that they're getting re-signed and they got agencies and they got agents and they got general managers in college. These are still 18 to 21-year-olds. These are still people that pick their schools by tiers. There is not a draft. The people that Tulane got on their team is the people that Tulane got on their team. That's it. None of them are professionals at this moment. That's the difference between the pros. So if a team is better, if a team is more skilled, if a team is more talented, when they get on the field, that shows. And whether or not John David Baker, who is now taking over play calling, can call plays like Lane Kiffin, I doubt it. But he probably doesn't need to. That's where we are right now with these back half of the games, the 11 seed and the 12 seed in college football.
Final shot.
I went to Cam. If I'm a defensive coordinator, if I'm a head coach, I am not letting a smaller school beat me when their quarterback is the leading rusher. It's just not happening. And that's Jake Retzlaff. Like, he's the leading rusher for Tulane.
What you trying to say?
Well, the proof is in the pudding, Cam. What you hearing? I am not allowing a smaller school to beat me when their quarterback is their leading rusher. That says everything.
No, you know what says everything? John Summerall, who's coaching this game, which is awesome, who is an amazing coach that donated $100,000 to the NIL. Is he staying? He loves Tulane, right? Because he coached in this game. He got him to the college football playoffs, so he believed that those dudes that good.
But he just took a job somewhere else.
But when Florida came knocking, what'd he say?
Bye-bye.
I'm going to holler at y'all. Because there's difference. There's levels. And you see those levels in big-time games.
Cam, final shot.
I just feel a certain type of way when you start talking about quarterbacks leading their team in rushing. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I did that a couple times, bro. I had a lot of success with that.
I said smaller school.
That's cool. That's cool, brother. That's cool. I'm like, to correct Ryan Terry here, and I still got to come up with a whole league of middle names. But as you start to realize, it may not be ChatGPT that's giving us these answers. It may just be AI. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is using AI in some type of way, shape, form. As you can tell, I picked my outfit AI-wise, and you know what I mean? And I got this. So all that to say, if Tulane or JMU finds a way to win or to make it to make it competitive, now everybody's saying, why are we even giving these schools opportunities? If they find a way to keep it competitive, now it gives more reasoning moving forward in the college football playoffs to say, hey, we got to give these teams an opportunity, which nobody really wants to see when you have a team like Texas, when you got a team like Notre Dame that's looking outside the window.
I look forward to sorting through all the AI conversation there in the rewatch, but we keep it moving.
Hey, you have your text messages ready on Saturday, Cam. I'm going to be texting you.
Packers and Bears.